Hey friends, today we have a 20-minute glute workout with 8 different exercises that split into 3 separate sections. We're going to run through each section 2 times before moving on to the next section. There will be 30 seconds of work for each exercise, followed by 15 seconds of rest in order to move into the next position. All you need for this workout is a kitchen chair or a bench if you don't have one, as well as I'm using resistance bands. You don't have to, but I'm going to be using a small as well as a long resistant band today. For the first exercise, we don't need a band. We're going to be doing single leg glute bridge starting on the right leg. So how to do this, you lift your left leg up, and you're going to use your glute on your right side to push your hips up off the ground. Okay, you don't want to use your arms to help you push up off the ground. You just want to focus on using that glute. Really get a good squeeze at the top. Your arms can be used for balance if you need it, or you can be right here. You can use a mini band for this exercise if you want to. Other leg. You can use a mini band by placing it under your foot and then up and around your leg. Here we go. Left side. After this, we're going to be moving into clams. We're going to use the mini band if you have one. It goes up over both legs to your thighs. And then we're going to stay on the ground on our right side. Grabbing that mini band, putting both our feet through it. Just a little bit above the knees. On our right side. And you're literally just lifting that top leg, squeezing the glute when you do that. Hold it at the top for a second, give that glute a good tight squeeze. We're going to switch to the left side after this. Again, we're just lifting that right leg by using the glute. Oops. I started prematurely. Next up, we're going to be on our hands and knees for donkey kicks. We're going to keep the band on for that exercise. Keep those hips stacked. Okay, onto your hands and knees. You're going to place your band under your left knee to hold it in place. The right one's going to stay behind your thigh. We're going to kick that right leg up, keeping your knee bent at a 90-degree angle. This is a slow and controlled movement. You want to feel the resistance throughout the entire movement. If you get going too fast, you'll be using your momentum to get it up there instead of your glute muscles. Band under your right knee. Make sure this one's behind your thigh and not all bunched up or rolled up. And same exact thing with the left leg. Keeping that knee bent at about 90 degrees. After this, we're going back to our single leg glute bridge. Remember, nice and controlled. Good squeeze at the top. Moving back onto our backs, I'll show you how this is done with a band. Place that up on my upper thighs for the second time through. So this just makes the exercise a little bit more hard. Alright, moving to the other leg. So under your left foot and all the way up to the top of your thigh. Now don't lift that leg. Now just be careful not to lift your left heel with a band under it or it's going to snap you. After this, we're going back to clams. So we're going to place that band back around our thighs. Okay, so both feet in. My shoe came untied. On your right side, squeezing that glute to lift that top leg. Try to keep those hips stacked. Don't go like this just to get your leg up higher. There's not a huge range of motion right here. And if this is too easy for you, you can always move up in your band size. Right back into our clams on the right leg. This particular exercise really works your glutes on the lateral edge. It's important to work all the muscles in there. Back. Okay, back into our donkey kicks. So remember, band goes under the left knee, behind the right thigh. Knee at a 90-degree angle. Shoulder. Slow, controlled movement with a pause at the top. Shoulders are over your wrists. This is our last time through this set, and this is our last exercise in this set. So we'll be moving on to the new set. Going to do the left side, so right knee on your band and behind your left thigh. Our next set is going to be glute kickbacks and hip thrusts. We're going to stay on our hands and knees for the first exercise, and then we're going to move to our chair for the second. And we're going to grab our longer band if you have one. Time to switch to the longer band. Now for this one, you're going to put your right foot on the band and hold it with your two hands on your hands and knees, and you're just going to kick straight back. So when you kick back, try to make a straight line all the way up through your back. And when fully extended, keep that leg parallel to the ground. Okay, switching to the other foot. I'm gonna switch my hands a little bit here, make it easier to hold on to. And kick. Ooh. This leg is tight. Next exercise, we are moving to the chair. We're bringing our longer band with us for hip thrusts. Moving to the chair. You're going to put both feet on the rope and bring up both sides of the band. As high up on your hips as you can. You're positioning the chair right in the middle of your back. And when your hips are elevated fully, your knees should be about 90-degree angle. Through. I've got it on my right foot. Kicking straight back again. Keep that leg strong. When you kick out, don't let it go all sideways. Kick it straight behind you. We're going to move back to the chair after this. This is our last set before we move on. Okay, back to the chair. Again, both feet on the loop. And then pick up both straps. We're going to lower down and place the band on our hips. Nice good squeeze at the top there. If your band is rolling, you can hold on to it just to help prevent it from rolling. Just don't take any weight off of your hips. We're going to move into squats after this. Alright, time for our last set. We're starting with squats. Whew. My legs are already tired. Okay, squats are you're barely wider than shoulder width. Squat down, come back up. We're going to do this for 30 seconds and then we're moving on to squat jumps. When you squat, only go as far as you can with keeping your back straight all the way through your tailbone. Don't get to the point, don't get so low that your bottom tucks under because that can cause back injuries. Okay, time for single squats. Our toes are pointing much further out, our legs are much further apart. We're going to go down as slow as we can here. So, as long as you have good range of motion in your hips, you should be able to get a little lower in this one than a regular squat. You want to try to get down until your legs are at least parallel with the ground. Really squeeze those glutes at the top. Time for single leg lunges. I'm going to start on our left leg, right leg back, left leg forward. We're going to drop straight down into our front heel. So we're not leaning forward in our lunge. You can see when I go down, this part of my legs is straight up and down. I'm not going forward. Most of my weight is staying in the heel of that front foot. And when I push up, I'm pushing through that heel all the way up. Very little weight on the back weight. Okay, switching sides. Again, very little weight on the back leg. Keep your weight forward onto that heel, but not over your toes. That's keeping your weight over your front foot is what's really helping to work this backside. Whew. If you shift your weight back and you even the weight out between your legs, you're getting a much bigger workout in your quads here. So try to keep that weight forward into the heel of your front foot. Really push through this leg to get yourself up. Back to squats. I'm going to show you from a side view here. Again, you're slightly wider than hip width. We're going as low as we can while keeping our back in line with our tailbone. Let me show you what I mean by not rounding under. You're not dropping like that. You're going so low that it all starts rounding in. You also want to give it a good squeeze at the top. Don't just come to the top, squeeze at the top. Single squats, here we go. Squeeze. Out during the rest period. That's all right, a little extra work out there. Keeping you guys guessing. Back into our lunges after this. Catch your breath. Shift your weight to that front leg. Weight in your heel. Dropping straight down, straight back up. Don't give up now. It's our last workout, guys. Last set. You're done after your lunges. You just gotta do the right side. All right, other side. Don't slow down, this is it. Your last one time through. Keep pushing. Squeeze. If you can go faster, go for it. Just keep a good form. We're almost there. Keep going. Last one. Great workout. workout, guys. Thanks for joining me today. Oh, I got my blood pumping. I hope you did too. We're gonna be feeling that tomorrow.